So in this video, we're going to see how George began his journey to sort of self-mastery over his body and how he ditched the bro splits to feel more in tune with his body. So a big thing for George was that he was bored of the what he called bro splits in the gym. He was just getting stagnant with it. Very similar to myself. 8 years ago, I kind of said goodbye to the sort of standard gym routines because I just didn't feel engaged with it. I didn't feel it wasn't lighting me up, and George was feeling the same way. He knew there was different ways of doing things, and he was looking at calisthenics and thought that looks amazing, but he had no experience and was skeptical really about losing his gains from the gym. So he was skeptical about whether a movement practice could actually keep him feeling strong and keep the physique which he built and was proud of over the last few years. Another thing with George is that he's a horticulturalist, so he's in a garden all day. It's hard work, so he was struggling to keep up a routine with that physical job. He was just knackered after work, really tired every day after work, and it was just a struggle to sort of build any routine. So with George, I knew we had to get him engaged straight away. And I knew he was a fairly athletic guy, so we got him just doing new movement patterns, and I wanted him to feel that actually this stuff is hard, because I knew he'd like the challenge. So as you can see here, quite basic patterns he was kind of struggling with, but he was hitting it head on and slowly building up that complexity, but very steady. He was very confidently going into handstands, and I think about week 6. As you can see here, this progress from this is about week 6, this video, and you can see he's super confident going into a headstand there from Crow, and that is a massive gain from the first video that we saw. So he's just building up these calisthenic strengths and really enjoying, relishing his training. Can feel himself getting better and better. The movement became more advanced, working towards a handstand straddle press here, which is epic, and then even having a freestanding hand. Oh, sorry, this is a planche tuck hold. So basic movements, but getting more and more advanced. And as you can see, he gets a nice freestanding handstand here, which he's pretty happy with. So I knew with George, the main thing was showing that you don't need to smash yourself in the gym. And that's what he said here. You don't need to smash yourself in the gym to make great gains. It can be done in a shorter, more manageable session. And he wasn't feeling sore all the time, and he was still maintaining those gains that he was talking about. And he feels more in tune with his body and strong in areas that he didn't think was possible. And I think that's the thing for me, is having that mastery over your body, creating that physical freedom that I talk about, and having the ability to just do things which you think looks cool. You shouldn't look at people doing cool things and think, oh, I'll never be able to do that. It should be, oh, how do I do that? Oh, cool. And then you take the steps necessary, the build the foundations like we did with George, and anything is possible. So, since joining, George has unlocked movements like the handstand and was working towards the muscle up. And again, this is starting super basic. It's super basic progressions, meeting the person where he's at, giving them challenges, which is just about challenging enough that they see it as a challenge, but that it's easy enough for them to do it, and then gently increasing the complexity of the movement. And now he enjoys his workout, and he enjoys his workouts, and he's built a routine which fits around his schedule with 20 to 30 minutes. So just 20, 30 minutes, 4 or 5 times a week is what was perfect for George. And this is about, building that program that's bespoke for the person, their goals, and their lifestyle. So what can they do, and what is realistic for someone to be able to do and fit into their weekly schedule? He feels stronger, more versatile, and more robust in his body. So for George, I knew it was a big thing was that he was coming from a background of, going to the gym, lifting weights. You've got to lift weights to be strong, thinking that you had to lift weights to be strong. And we had to show him there was a different way. And I'm glad that he embraced it. And I'm glad that he stuck to the process and trusted the process. And he's reaped the rewards for his hard work.